Welcome back, brave art students. So our topic for this week is going to be value, and we're also going to talk about form, or the illusion of form, and how value helps to create the illusion of form, or to help make things look three-dimensional when they're really flat. But we're going to start out with value. And as you just saw, value is a change from a base color. It can be, black can be added to that base color to make it a darker value, or different amounts of white can be added to make it lighter values. And we're going to take a look at some artworks that use color changes for value, and some that just work with grays, tones of grays, and different values of blacks, using black and white and different values of gray. So where we started out looking at the changes in color of the color green, just wanted to show you some other values of different colors. So these are many colors and lightened into different values. And then on our color wheel card that we have at school, if you look to the right side of that, there is what's called a grayscale. And the grayscale shows changes in value just taking black and adding different amounts of white to it to make it lighter and lighter until you're eventually at white, pure white. Now this is a photograph of an older woman, and you can see it's a black and white photograph, and there are many different values of gray, right? There's lighter areas, mid-tones, and darker areas. And this is a photograph that I worked from to create a painting that has value in color. So I want to just show you that as well. So this is the painting, my interpretation of that photograph. And it has combinations of values of gray as well as values of color. So if you look here, there's a very lightish, creamy, golden yellow color, and then this was made a little bit darker, and then darker still, and then darker still. And then if you look at the hair, you can see again value changes in the grays. There's lots of dark areas and lots of lighter areas. Like over here is very dark gray, and up here very light gray. So lots of value in this portrait, both in color, using color, and using black and white. In this painting, value is also used to help show form. It's used to help make the face look more three-dimensional, so that you can see where the darker areas are. We know that there's no light hitting that, so we know it's going in a little bit there, and we know this part is going in, and we know this part of the face is more rounded. So, and the same with the hair. The value changes and the way the brush strokes are working help to give this hair a feeling that it's three-dimensional and more full. Now I just want to show you some color value changes that are not just painting. This is a collage piece that I did. It's a mixed media piece, so it has paint and paper and fabric and string and different things in it. But you can see there's many values of green. I'm going to just take you close up so you can see what some of the materials are. So there's some fabric here, this piece of string. This is from a magazine. This is another piece of fabric. This is a piece of paper. This is some tape. So a lot of different things and a lot of values of green. And that's what the whole thing looks like. It's meant to be lotuses in a pond. And here's one last example of value and color. So this you might remember from when we did our 9-patch quilt square. This was a double 9-patch design. And if you look, you can see there are many values of blue, lots of different shades of lights and dark blues. Now I'm going to jump to black and white. And I want to share this with you because this is value that's used to create form. So what do I mean by that? The lights and the darks are used to help make this round circle look like a ball, look more three-dimensional. We know it's really not three-dimensional, but the values help create the illusion that it's 3D. And this is what our project is going to focus on this week. When we do our little mini poster for value, we're going to try to incorporate value and form and make things look kind of 3D. Okay, before we get into value and form and using value to create the illusion of form, I want us to be very clear on the notion that form is something that is really 3D. So when artists are talking about form, they're talking about statues and sculptures and things that are three-dimensional, like our talking sticks that the 5th graders made. This has form. It's 3D, takes up space. This piggy bank that I put into my still life arrangement for the 6th grade continuous line drawing, right? This has form. It's three-dimensional, okay? Also has texture. This little jar that was also in my still life arrangement, 3D, takes up space, has real form, okay? It's not the illusion of form. So just want to make sure we're clear on that.